What do you do if you don't want to be an entrepreneur? One of the most common questions I get from you, from my friends from all around the world. Dan, how should I get started? What's the first step? How do I start that first business? What would it take to be an entrepreneur? First of all, let me say this. Not everyone is suitable to be an entrepreneur. And you have to ask yourself, why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Now, if I was to guess, comment below. My guess is because, I want to be wealthy. I want to be rich. I want to have more freedom. And that's why I want to be an entrepreneur. Well, you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be wealthy, to be financially successful. Because not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur. Unlike other gurus and all these other people, they say, oh yeah, yes, if you just hustle, anyone can make it as an entrepreneur. Bullshit. It's like, if you hustle, everyone will be an NBA, player. It's not true. It takes a certain personality type, it takes a certain psychological makeup to be an entrepreneur. I used to believe that entrepreneur is made. Now I'm more leaning towards believing entrepreneur is born. You could develop skill sets as an entrepreneur and you can get to a certain level, just like you can play basketball, right? You can have fun, you can get to a certain level, but only a percentage, not even a big percentage, will make it to that professional level, will make it to that college basketball or to the NBA, right? The best of the best in the world. So I think it's very naive, it's fucking stupid to believe that everyone can be a successful entrepreneur. I don't believe in that. Timing, team, idea, execution, all those things, they play a factor. So what do you do if you don't want to be an entrepreneur? Let me tell you about my friend Ron. Now, I've known Ron for almost 10 years now. He is one of the highest paid photographer in my city. He takes a lot of different photos, one of the most expensive in my city. Now, he doesn't have a business, he's simply a photographer. What Ron has is a high income skill. If you follow my work, I believe in the power of having that high income skill. And I define a high income skill as a skill that can make you a minimum $10,000 a month, 10K a month, $120,000 a year or more. So Ron has a high income skill, which is a high-end photographer. Now, he's a very frugal guy. Remember back then, he could have bought a place, a house in Burnaby. He's making very good money, but he bought a very modest home. Not for a lot of money. And him and his wife and 2 kids living there. And as he keeps making more and more money, he put aside and saved those money and put into real estate. He started off buying smaller property, fixing them, flipping them, selling them, eventually moving into duplex, bigger units. And today, after all these years, he owns over 200 units in Vancouver. Now, if you know Vancouver real estate, it is one of the most expensive in the world. So he owns apartment buildings, he owns commercial properties, 200 doors, 200 units. He doesn't have a business. He is not a business owner. Over the years, all he has developed his high income skills. He has maximized his high income skill, and he takes that money and put it into high return investments. In this case, real estate. That's it. He's now worth tens of millions of dollars. It's basically retired, traveling with the wife and traveling to all kinds of countries, just enjoying life. Because every month he's got rental income coming in, right? So I want you to think about, you don't need to be an entrepreneur to be successful financially. What you need to, absolutely that you need, is high income skills. Now, if you have your high income skills, could you then transition, if you do want to start a business and if you do believe that you have what it takes, you could do that, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, you could do very well financially. You can make 6-figure a year, you can make 7-figure income a year with the high income skills without ever starting a business. Because starting a business is a completely different thing. Now you have people, you have systems, you have infrastructure. It's much more complex. And again, not everyone is cut out for that. And I always describe entrepreneur, the definition of entrepreneur is a person with a vision who orchestrates other people's time, resources, and money to make his or her vision a reality. That's it. Not everyone is capable of doing that. Not everyone is capable of being a leader. It's just not. So don't fool yourself. Say, oh, I can do that. Or you see someone on Instagram, they've got this life, they're an entrepreneur. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. It's like you see Michael Jordan playing basketball. Oh, I'm going to be an NBA player. Chances of you making it slim to none. The great thing is you don't need to do that in order to do well in life. You don't need to do that in order. If you want to watch my other videos on 5 ways to increase your income, click on the I button. I talk about the concept of also intrapreneurship, how to start a business within a business. I explain very much in depth in that video. So, if you want to develop your high income skill, click on the link below, join my global community called Dan On Demand. Now within Dan On Demand, every single month, I'm going to teach a class worldwide to all my students from all over the world, every single month. Because I get questions from you a lot where, Dan, when can I attend your next workshop? Dan, when can I come to Vancouver to your training? I'm not doing training anymore. Every single year, I only do one huge event, which we just finished with over 1,000 of my students from all over the world. Once a year, that's all I do. I'm not speaking on other people's platform. I rarely do that because I don't make my fucking money as a speaker. I make my money building companies. That's why you don't see me flying and traveling around doing all that. If I do all that, I would not have no time running my business. So if you want to learn from me, you do not need to wait. Click on the link below, join my Dan On Demand community. Every single month, I'll teach a live class virtually, so you can join me as well. Until next time, I'll see you in my Bentley.